What we are all about, most of all, of course, is ensuring that Afghanistan not once again become a sanctuary for transnational extremists, as it was. 9/11 was planned in Kandahar, as is well known, the initial training in training camps in Afghanistan before the attackers went to Hamburg and then on to flight schools in the United States. That's what we've got to do. That's the vital interest that President Obama has identified. To do that, though, again, you've got to do these other tasks that I've talked about. And so the last piece of this is, after you get the organizations, the people in charge of them, the right concepts, is you got to get the level of resources. And the final batch of those was announced by the President at West Point in early December last year. Very fitting place that he should do that, as I see my West Point classmates. But in that, he announced the additional 30,000 U.S. forces, additional civilians. We'd already doubled. We're about to triple the number of civilians there, additional funding, additional authorization of Afghan national security forces, very important, and some other steps. Now, by the way, along with that additional commitment, that was one important message. He also sent a message of greater urgency, that we have to get on with this. That's the July 2011 date at which he said there will begin a process of transition of some tasks to Afghan security forces and begin a responsible drawdown of our forces. That was not just for domestic political opinion. That was for folks out in Afghanistan, some in Kabul, perhaps some of us in uniform, some other international audiences, that we have to get on with that. And I think that was also a very appropriate message, given how long we've been at this and the need, indeed, to produce results. As I said, though, what we tried to do over the course of this last year is get the inputs right. And now we're just beginning to see some of the outputs. The Central Helmand Province campaign down in the southern part of the country, been a very tough fight, but have expanded the security bubble there. I walked through the market of Marja a couple of weeks ago, ate bread there with the district governor in a marketplace, sat among the people. Yeah, I got a lot of security around me, but I was also surrounded by Afghans. Did the same thing in Nadi Ali, did the same thing in downtown Kandahar. Again, not to say there are not enormous challenges, enormous security challenges, and arguably even more so in terms of helping with the development of local governance. But those are necessary tasks, again, to achieve the kind of progress that can lead to an Afghanistan that can look to its own needs, secure itself, take care of its people, and ultimately be at peace with itself and in the region.